How's it going, cruising familia? Welcome back to the channel. And today I am giving you a video showing you how I did the POR 15 on my truck. That's what it used to look like before. Actually, in this little area, you guys could see my last video, it was really solid. The paint was still good. So all I did was actually ended up scuffing it with red pad, which is just like this right here. Red scuff pad and some soap. I used some Dawn, even though I had already done a degreaser, but I wanted to make sure, because it sat for a couple days while I was waiting for a couple of parts. So I just did one coat, except for that little piece right here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna let it dry. I just left that there so you guys could see like what the difference is. This is actually the main part that I wanted to get covered with the POR 15. As you guys can see, it's already been etched, sanded down, etched. Used Marine Clean, comes with the POR 15, and that etched the part or the floor really good, where I ended up taking it to the bare metal, and I did a tape line right there because that's actually where I'm gonna stop. So as you guys know, last time I said I was gonna do the POR 15. Once it dries up, I'm gonna do another layer of POR 15 just to get it like really shiny, no marks, because it self levels, but in some spots you can still see a little bit of brown. So I'll go over it with another layer of POR 15 once this completely dries. Once I'm done with that and it completely dries, I'll do a whole full coat again. I won't be as thorough as I'm trying to be right now. And then for those of you asking, I ended up using a paintbrush. Make sure that whatever paintbrush you're gonna use, this is actually a 4-inch. This is what I had laying around. I have another couple brushes, but this is the one I was willing to let go, because once you use it with this stuff, you're not gonna be able to use it again for anything. It gets super hard. So yeah, it's still a little tacky. It doesn't look perfect. Obviously, I'm under a tree with the doors open on a regular day, so yeah, it's gonna get a couple of imperfections, bumps and stuff, but it's definitely gonna look 1,000 times better than it did before. And I know for a fact this stuff right here will not pop up again. Those little, the weld, the rust was actually coming through the weld spots. That's all this is. These are little weld spots in the floorboard, and I made sure I took care of that. Make sure I try to punch a hole with a tiny screwdriver to see if there was any rust anywhere else other than on that side of the door. Everything else looks good. I'm not gonna go down till here yet, and that's because I need to put seam sealer, and the gun that I have for the seam sealer doesn't work for the tube I have. So I'm gonna have to end up going to buy one or borrow one from somebody. But yeah, I'm gonna finish doing this in a little bit, let it dry out. But before I finish the video, I want to show you guys a few things. So I ended up getting my carpet, which is rolled up. For this, you guys usually want to, these are my belt buckles, holes, so I'm gonna end up cutting those first, because that's exactly where it needs to be. I went with brown. As you guys remember, my truck didn't have carpet. It had a rubber mat, like the farm style. So I ended up also getting the backing piece, the little piece that you guys just seen that it was taped up in the back. I'm gonna end up putting that. But before all that and after I do the second coat of POR 15, I'm gonna use some Silas or Silas, I think it's Silas, sound deadening pads. I think this is 50 mil. I got it on, picked it up on Amazon, and it's a lot cheaper than what the competition out there has to offer. And most of them were anywhere between 29 and 36 square foot. I think I ended up getting either 54 or 52 square feet. So that'll give me enough to go over the POR 15 on the whole floor, the back, behind that carpet, and also when I'm ready to do some on the doors, because I have to replace one of my doors, I'll be able to do the inside of the doors too. That way my cab is completely sealed. You know, keep the cold in when I need the cold in, and keep the heat out when I need the heat out. I also went ahead and got the weather strips that I said in my last video I was gonna get. Weather strips for the doors. Ended up getting the gasket for my mirror, but I haven't taken apart the doors yet, so I don't know 100% sure if I'm gonna need the bracket that goes inside, because as you guys can see, my truck doesn't have these type of mirrors, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I also have the new door handles, which are gonna go back on, but I definitely want to finish all this stuff first. So PR 15 sound deadening the whole cab. Then I'm gonna lay out this factory insulation that goes over my transmission hump. That's the glue for the factory sound deadening, and then I'm gonna put the brown carpet. So this is gonna be definitely, you know, worth doing. I mean, I know some people mostly go with just the sound deadening and then the regular carpet, but I'm going with the POR 15 sound deadening and insulation and carpet. So, you know, I'm just making sure that I make it quiet inside my cab, and I can fucking start focusing on working on the outside. I still have to do my transmission work, but as you guys know, I almost cut my finger and that's not healed yet, so I'm just doing all this light duty stuff. I'm not gonna be able to finish it because this video is gonna be way too long, so I won't be able to finish it in this video, but I'm gonna keep on working, finish the rest of it. And also, because maybe some of you guys are trying to figure it out, my carpets, I was gonna get them from LMC. I ended up getting these from LMC, but LMC didn't have the dark brown carpet, so I ended up getting this on eBay, ACC. I have no idea if this is gonna fit properly. I already did open the carpet and it looks, you know, like it's a molded carpet. Hopefully I don't have to do too much work with that, but I know it's gonna fit, and maybe I have to do a little bit of trimming. I don't know. I'll let you guys know that on the follow-up video. On the Silas, I got this on Amazon, and like I said, I went with it because it's a lot cheaper than the competition, and for what I'm doing, I think it's, you know, appropriate. It's a little too thin, but since I'm gonna go with triple layer on sound deadening, like with the sound deadening insulator, PR 15 and the carpet, I didn't think it needed to be that thick, and I actually got almost double what the competition offers you for the same price, so I can't complain on that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I'm gonna keep working, and hopefully I'll make another video of once I got this completely painted and sound deadening, the sound deadener installed, so you guys can see that. And then, you know, I'll probably pause it and then go ahead and install the carpet, the insulator, everything else, and show you guys what the finished product looks like. All right, guys, y'all have an awesome week. Keep on cruising.